Alpha-Ketoglutarate. This is probably one of the most intriguing supplements to come across the horizon recently. It is simply amazing. As you look at the title here, Impact of Alpha-Ketoglutarate on Skeletal Muscle Health and Exercise Performance and Narrative Review. In this review, researchers selected about 112 peer-reviewed articles out of, say, close to about 1,000. It's about 112 met their criteria. And this is what they discovered in regard to alpha-ketoglutarate, or I should say observed. To proceed, look at the effects on AKG on different organs and systems. Per se, muscle reduces muscle protein degradation, increases muscle strength and endurance. Now, I'm just going to take snippets out because we have a lot of territory to cover, and I want you to get a full grasp of the awesomeness of AKG. To proceed, intestinal integrity, liver, lowers ammonia levels, kidney, acid-base balance, cardiovascular, of course, myocardial infarction. Remember, just taking snippets. Brain, reducing oxidative stress to neurons. Bone, reduction of calcium loss. All right, skin, rapid wound healing and collagen synthesis, and you could read forward onward. What they looked at was as follows. 112 peer-reviewed articles met the inclusion criteria and formed the basis of this review. AKG supports muscle recovery by stimulating muscle satellite cells and macrophage polarization, aiding muscle repair and reducing fibrosis. Interesting. Additionally, AKG shows promise in preventing muscle atrophy by enhancing protein synthesis, inhibiting degradation pathways, and modulating inflammatory responses, making it relevant in conditions like sarcopenia, cachexia, and injury recovery. For athletes and active individuals, AKG supplementation has enhanced endurance, reduced fatigue, and supported faster post-recovery. We're going to look a little bit more in depth in regard to the exercise parts, and since that tends to have the broadest spectrum of impact on individuals. So, in synopsis, we look at it. Pre-workout, energy, endurance, muscles, repairs muscles, and reduces fatigue. During workout, sustain energy, prevent fatigue, support lasting performance. Post-workout, aid muscle recovery and protein synthesis, minimize muscle damage and inflammation. Endurance training, improve endurance and workout duration, reduce exercise-induced fatigue, strength training, support muscle growth and repair, enhance strength and muscle gains. Now, we looked at some of the studies which they pulled this information from in this narrative review, and you'll see alpha-ketoglutarate as well as alpha-ketoglutarate, and sometimes in combination with HMB, and a new other rising star, which we'll hear about in the future, which would be 5-HMF, or 5-hydroxymethyl furfural, or I should say furfural, 5-hydroxymethyl furfural. All right, we got it. All right, but as you look throughout here, it gives you an example of some of the information or the studies they pulled from to come to their observation and, again, to postulate optimal dosaging. But to proceed, again, far more than just this, but I just want to cover a small snippet to give you a taste of AKG, no pun intended. To proceed, why? Again, we covered a little bit in the beginning, but to iterate some of the parts of that we may have skipped over. Alpha-ketoglutarate is a pivotal metabolic intermediate within the Krebs cycle, citric acid cycle, so on and so forth. And AKG is a player in nitrogen metabolism. Again, but that's only part of it. So collagen synthesis, reduction of protein degradation, so on and so forth, not to reiterate too much. And again, please forgive me if I speak a little fast. Just a lot of territory to cover. Highlight number 2. All right, one. AKG effectively mitigates corticosteroid-induced skeletal muscle protein degradation and muscle atrophy, both in vivo and in mice and in vitro. I just wanted to pull out that highlight because I found it of interest. And another one that many of you may be asking is arginine alpha-ketoglutarate. What's up with that? All right. L-arginine alpha-ketoglutarate is a compound composed of L-arginine and AKG, combining arginine's blood flow improvement effects with the importance of AKG in energy metabolism. Supplementing with arginine alpha-ketoglutarate can increase levels of AKG in the body, promote energy production, and enhance amino acid utilization, thereby supporting basal metabolism and improving exercise performance. Now, another question that's going to come next, is how much AKG is in arginine alpha-ketoglutarate. For this, we basically reference Gemini Deep Research, Artificial Intelligence, and this is what Gemini came up with. To proceed, its researched equivalent is about 45.61% AKG in arginine alpha-ketoglutarate. So a lot of people are going to see AKG, they'll just give you basically a little bit of a tidbit. Conclusion. In summary, AKG is a crucial intermediate metabolite in the TCA cycle, Krebs cycle, and so on and so forth, and plays a significant role in preserving skeletal muscle health. AKG is not only involved in energy metabolism, but also plays a crucial role in regulating muscle protein synthesis and degradation, oxidative stress, and nitrogen metabolism. Therefore, AKG supplementation shows considerable potential in improving skeletal muscle regeneration, preventing muscle atrophy, and enhancing exercise performance. Now, as promised, what the research alluded to in regard to dosaging is as follows. For athletes, studies indicate that the daily dose of about 3 to 4 grams of AKG administered 1 to 2 times per day may improve endurance and anaerobic capacity. Supplementation for a period of about 4 to 8 weeks appears to be effective. That was athletic. In regard to youthing, AKG supplementation at doses of approximately 2 to 3 grams per day has been associated with muscle preservation and metabolic support. Regular intake of at least 8 to 12 weeks is suggested to achieve noticeable effects. Again, this is the researcher's observation in this narrative review. For individual specific health conditions, always work with your medical practitioner, but in this case, what they observed was as follows. Those experiencing muscle atrophy, AKG dosages of 2 to 4 grams per day may help reduce muscle wasting and support recovery. And what an amazing discovery these researchers brought to us in this narrative review. Again, it is just the beginning for alpha-ketoglutarate in regard to becoming aware in the supplement community. But wow, that is just simply spectacular. Again, gratitude to the researchers for bringing this to our attention. I am humble you watch. Again, I feel like I didn't do it all justice because there was so much territory to cover, but still just the same, I hope you appreciate it as much as I did. The link will be there to the DOI citation for you to follow as well. Gratitude, thank you, and I look forward to seeing what you and I both share next week. Catch you all next time. Bye.